Hey, you guys, what is up? Welcome back to Gals on the Go podcast. It's Brooke.
And Danielle. Hello, hello. We're back in the studio.
We're back. Thank you guys for all the love on the video.
I know.
I feel like we had our community set, everyone, the tags on Instagram always come in so strong, but that was we were in everyone's living room, bedroom, kitchen, wherever we were, amazing.
I can't get over it. I knew the YouTube channel would get some traction, but I didn't realize how many people would watch the video, which is so cool. So thank you guys so much for all the support, and I can't believe we're doing this every week now.
I know. We're just video gals now, so we're looking right at you. If you haven't been watching on YouTube, you can go to youtube.com/Gals on the Go podcast to get our video, and we'll be posting every week there, so get excited.
I know I am. It's funny though, putting on makeup and stuff to record. It's a whole thing, but we do it for you guys.
And I think about my outfit now because we're sitting down recording this, so I can't wear my bodysuit and my tight leather pants because it's a little constricting. Yes, and that's just not it. I need a little loose.
I know, a little give.
Yes.
We both unintentionally wore some neutral sweaters, so I'm really happy for us.
In neutral tones.
I know.
Should we coordinate every week?
Probably. It always just ends up happening, guys. Brooke and I will go somewhere, and we've had identical outfits sometimes.
Yeah, the green pants and white shirt was and white shoes. Yeah,
and the day we both wore the tweed blazers with the brown shirt underneath, and
that was
jeans.
Niche. Yeah, that was 2 days that it was the same look.
Yeah,
not discussed.
In middle school, I used to secretly plan with my best friend
tomorrow.
And then we'd pretend we didn't though, but we actually do not plan it. Just so you guys know,
do not come.
Do not come. That's a good TikTok sound.
It is. It's so funny. So anyways, welcome back. This week we wanted to do our episodes when we do these themes always do so well.
And they're so much fun to do.
Totally. So we know that you guys love them and we do too. So we're
so it's a
best
win-win.
of both worlds. So it's going to be a gals chat. We picked a few different categories that we're going to kind of delve into. You could probably tell from the title of this episode. We're talking boys. We're talking
talking boys. We're talking girls.
Yeah.
We're talking the icks. We're talking green flags. We're talking everything. We're having a sleepover and we're up all night.
I kind of feel like that. It's nighttime when we're recording this.
I know. So it's a Friday night. And also, I just have to say this. As we're recording this, I'm sitting right here.
Oh, yeah. Hello.
That's it. We're recording on a Friday night, which we don't usually do, but we might because it's kind of fun. Because I'm going to the national championship in Indianapolis to watch the dogs play.
So excited.
So I'm so excited. If you don't have a team, cheer for Georgia. If you're a Bama fan, you're a Bama fan. But cheer for Georgia. If not.
Yeah, the underdog.
I know, literally. Underdogs.
That'll be so much fun. You'll have a great time.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, we'll know the outcome when this episode goes out.
Yeah, this typically doesn't age well when it comes to Bama.
I know. Well, go dogs, and that will be a fun time. This is a fun fact that I didn't know about Ryan. Now, I knew most guys who go to Georgia are big fans of the dogs. Guys, Ryan is
on the team.
Yes, Ryan's actually the mascot. Ryan is so passionate about Georgia football, and I get it. Like I said, most, and I don't want to stereotype the guys, because I have girlfriends that love it too.
Definitely,
so into it. Ryan's day is affected by how Georgia plays.
Weekend.
I would say month.
Yes.
His season.
Guys, Brooke was there. She saw it firsthand when we lost the SEC championship. We didn't stay to watch the rest of the game. He was we are leaving.
It was a rough day for him.
It was a rough day to be Ryan.
Yeah. I really saw that firsthand, and just the enthusiasm of the cheering. He's the one. We were at the Georgia bar many weeks ago. He started the cheers.
He fully does that.
He fully was let's go.
Who's that coming down the track?
Yeah, he was getting it going.
Yeah, that's actually in my Vlogmas day something, whatever the SEC championship
it was.
Yeah, I filmed it in the bar.
Oh, that's so funny. You were definitely tipsy. So,
yeah,
I know. The fact that you managed to do that is impressive.
I know. I was wait, gotta go horizontal here. Let's go.
That's funny.
But yeah, so very excited about that. Need a game day outfit. And so many people have sent me Indianapolis recommendations.
Ooh.
Coming in clutch, right?
Did Taylor King give you any?
No, I asked her and she just didn't answer.
She told me this one specific steakhouse that my mom and I didn't make it to, but we made a res. So maybe you guys, if you're looking for like a fancy dinner.
It. I heard about this place called Public Parlor House. It's a coffee shop. Apparently, like it looks like Oxford Exchange vibes. So I'm very excited.
God. Danielle finds these, every city she goes to, she manages to find like the little pocket
of peace.
Yes.
Yeah, we're staying in downtown Indy.
Indy.
So I'm excited. We're literally just there for one full day, so there's not much exploring to be had. It's all dogs.
Yeah. It's a walkable city.
Yeah, I'm nervous though because we are sitting with his boss and potentially the CEO is coming. I know. So I'm like, okay, so outfit needs to be,
like things need to be in order.
Yes, things need to be in order.
But they will be. I mean, it always is with you. Like, what, are you going to channel Inner Southern Bell Game Day?
This is kind of, probably. Well, but I'll be in the Midwest. So do I go Southern? Do I go Midwest? I don't even know what that means.
Well,
it'll be cold.
Midwest, they dress in like jerseys.
Midwest
and, like,
Mama, the TikToker.
Oh my gosh, love the woman. Maybe you'll find her. Oh my God.
Anyways,
maybe you'll find a mix because Midwest, I find that they typically to game days wear like the jerseys, like the big sweatshirts under them, or they wear like the skirt, like they wear like more
definitely
spirited. Versus Georgia, it's like a cute pattern and like a red sweater, like it's very understated.
But also these are Georgia fans and Bama fans.
Oh, the colors,
yeah. Well, and like Bama fans dress up too.
Yeah, they do. So,
but I don't know. Updates to come. I'll probably post it on Instagram.
I'm so excited to see what the look is gonna be.
I feel like it might just be a bomber jacket. I have this like Georgia university.
Oh, that's a good one.
It might just be that.
So. Are you gonna be barking in people's faces?
No, I'm not a barker.
Whoa, you go.
Ryan said, "Oh my God, you're gonna laugh." Clinton Street Baking Co. They walked by the other day, and there was a guy wearing a Michigan shirt because we played them last week, and he barked at him fully when he was walking out. Fully. Yeah.
That's funny.
I was like, that's embarrassing. I didn't know people actually barked.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, bark. They do.
I'll be like, go dogs.
Yeah, same. 100%. The fact that I just did that, I'm sorry. We could all erase that from our memories. The guys get really into it too.
They
Not
do.
again to stereotype, but there's Mariah and she always has this joke like grown men barking in the streets like when we win or something. Like they literally are. They're out there. They're like 50-year-old men. They're like.
Something just comes out of them when it comes to sports. It's like, I'm up.
I know. Everyone has their thing, I guess, that they're really into.
Yeah.
And it pops out. Everyone's looking. That actually ties back to my favorite of the week, so we can talk about that. Everyone has their thing that they're really passionate about. And,
and that's your word of the year.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Everyone's seeking that.
I know. Life. I am so happy we talked about our word of the year last week, too. I got like a couple story replies like, that's so wellness of you. I'm like, oh my God,
really?
They know my word of the year. That's so cute.
Yeah, like, you had a week of wellness. Danielle, today she was like, I'm very relaxed today.
I know. I was like, need to talk about this later.
The gals are relaxed.
The gals are relaxed today.
Tell me about your day. Let's hear about it.
We both went this week to Air Ancient Baths. Mm-hmm. Magic of the city. Oh my God, it snowed today.
Yeah, so you had a magic day. Damn. Danielle woke up, she saw the snow, and she was like, I'm going to the spa.
I know. I need snow boots. People were roasting me for wearing my Uggs in the snow.
Oh, that's fine. God, you could go way worse than that. Yeah.
I know. I was like, at least they're boots.
Like, I'm wearing a boot right now, not a snow boot, but like a boot. And I was slipping around in these. Like
slipping and sliding.
They're ice. Ice. Burr. I don't know what's wrong with me right now.
What's cooler than being
cool? Ice cold. All right. Anyways, so
feeling silly.
I'm feeling really silly on this.
Where did we go back to? Oh, Air Ancient Baths. They have them in multiple cities. It's a spa, and you can get massage services there. But then they also you start off by going into these different baths, and there's
I need to hear which one you liked.
Okay, I think it's different than yours. So to kind of give an overview, there's like a plunge pool, which I didn't even know. No.
We talked to Katie Bellotti, and she's like, you bet your bottom dollar I went in every single pool. I know. Why would you go in the cold plunge one unless you want to shock your system?
It's good for your circulation. My mom always does it, get in the cold and then the hot, but no chance.
I do that in my own shower though. I always do a cool blast.
Yeah,
in the shower.
Cool blast.
Do you do that?
It's good
for your hair. Yeah,
totally. My favorite. So there was the cold to hot, a hot tub. Then there was a jacuzzi one that pumped the jets. There was a one that mimicked the Dead Sea. You didn't tell me about that one. That's full of salt and you can float.
Yeah.
It wasn't super. I didn't like there was times my legs would fall.
Yeah, see, that was the most populated one, so I didn't go in that one actually. Yeah, there was a lot of people and they were all floating. I was like, ooh.
It's so funny. Yeah, like it's bumper cars. I was like,
I was not interested.
I had you can get like a green juice there. So I had my green juice, my traveling green juice. I'd bring it to each tub.
Me too.
You too.
I had my shot of my juice. I felt like you walking around with like drinks.
They didn't have ginger shots though. A bone to pick. Aloe vera shots.
I did like the turmeric, I think, or whatever. The black pepper. That's the one that I did. I don't know.
I actually didn't get a shot.
You just were like, no?
No, so my dad got me this for Christmas. He didn't get me the shot. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, I got the juice and shot combo.
I just got the juice.
Oh my god!
Which, I'm not complaining, but I thought it was funny because my dad knows how much I love shots.
Yeah, that's funny. Maybe he saw shot and he was like, "Oh no." Maybe he thought.
Oh, probably.
Honestly, there's no reason why. If he knew, he would have.
Yeah, but either way, they didn't have ginger, so I was like, it's fine.
He's sending you a message.
Oh yeah, but I had my juice, and this woman was like, I was leaving the salty pool, and this woman was floating right next to where my juice was. So I'm standing there waiting for her.
Picturing a woman, like a grown woman, just floating.
She's just floating right by, like on all laid out. So I can't reach my juice, so I'm waiting there for like 5 minutes. Finally, she floats away to the other corner, and I can get my juice. Well, also I had to leave because when you shave and you get in salt water, my pits were stinging.
Oh, it was my entire legs. Dude, I actually had an experience. I didn't tell you about this. I walked home after it and my legs, literally I got into my room and I ripped off all my clothes and I was just red all over because I was like, my legs were on fire.
Wait, but you never got in the salt one? Or maybe the other ones are salt too?
I definitely tasted, there was something with salt. Maybe they're not as salty, but.
Yeah. That's funny.
It was that plus maybe the combination of like the hot water, like going in a bath,
Definitely.
It's like my personal favorite one was the one with the jets. Like the hot tub one.
Okay, I knew that about you, I think.
I love a hot tub, yeah.
And
I like
you told me. You were like, I stayed in it. But I couldn't like find the jets in there. I was like,
yeah, somewhere underneath.
Yeah,
I know. I was like propelled upwards.
I would keep my head would keep bobbing over water. I think people kept looking at me like, do we need to get the lifeguard? Because it literally looked like my head was just like, the waves were so intense in that one. But then finally I found a relaxing corner.
Yeah, I was definitely in the corner. I've been having like really sore calves and stuff, so I like stretched out and like had it like
just let the jets go.
Yeah, I needed to hit all the corners of my body.
Definitely. My favorite was the back one, the like warm pool.
Yeah, that was nice. I know, because the 102 one was really hot.
It was
if
hot.
you guys haven't been, you have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's a really cool experience in New York. Like you walk down there and you're like, what the hell? Like, am I in New York right now? Yeah.
It's literally like you feel like you're in an ancient cave.
I know.
It's awesome. So well done. They have so many candles lit in there. I'm like, someone had to do that in the morning.
I thought about that too. On the candelabra, there's like all candles. I thought about that. And I thought about like, what if they leave one? Oh my God, it stresses me out. You guys know I'm
fire safety.
Yeah.
Very important.
I always think about that when I leave my apartment. Do you ever do that where you're like in an Uber or like on the subway and you're like, did I blow out my candles? Like that's literally the worst feeling. And you're like, there's nothing at this point I'm just freeballing life. Like there's nothing I can do about it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But no, I'm glad we're talking about this because I actually did get a lot of DMs asking like how it was. Oh, and a lot of people asked like, is it weird to go alone? And I went alone. You went alone.
I went alone, but I will say that it would be very romantic to do with a partner. I honestly do. Like when I first heard like of couples massages and stuff, like I definitely thought that they were like not cringe, but I was like, couples massage, what the hell? But I could so see, like my room had 2 beds and I was like, I could so see this being like a moment and like a whole like thing.
Yeah.
It was like, it's romantic, it's dim, it's like whatever.
Yeah,
and I get it. Some people are weird with like that sort of stuff. And like I think it's cool. I'm into stuff like that. Like I could get behind
I would
that.
go to the pool, like the bath,
Oh, and
too.
then you do 2 separate massage rooms.
Oh no, I would. Sorry, yeah, but I just mean also like if you were uncomfortable with that, like doing it in the same room, you can at least do the baths together.
Yeah.
So
well, the bath part is really cool to do with someone because it's like literally hot tubs. Like you're like hot tubbing basically, like in a still one with jets. Like you're basically just bouncing.
There was
around.
a lot of couples say I would like get in a pool and it was a couple. I'm like, sorry guys, like every damn time.
They asked me, so I walked down the stairs like from the women's locker room. They're like, "Are you waiting for someone?" I was like, "Nope, just me today." Like,
oh my God, they didn't ask me that.
They didn't.
Like Carolyn, party one coming down. She wants a tour. They like have a whole system.
She's alone. She's alone.
She's
they do
alone.
like a big like.
I know they give you these water shoes so you don't slip, and I look so silly.
Everyone does.
Everyone looks very silly.
The best part at the end of the massage, they put the shoes on for you.
I was woken by this woman putting warm shoes on my feet.
You're like, what? My shoes are on. Yeah,
I know.
And then they put your warm bathing suit in your hands.
Yes. And my robe like laid on my chest.
They're like, good morning.
I'm so happy we both experienced that.
Yeah, it's the same week.
Wellness week.
I went on Monday. Danielle actually told my mom about this, so thank you. Danielle always hooks up my family with the good Christmas gifts.
I'm so happy. And you also got a film camera, right?
Yes.
Have you used it yet?
No, because I have like 5 pictures left on my disposable.
Oh, yeah.
I keep forgetting I have it, and I have pictures on it from like literally before I had COVID, and I'm like, people are texting my boyfriend now, lol, and I'm sorry, I can't say
my boyfriend just texted me.
No, people are texting him like, hey, did Brooke get the pictures developed yet? And he's like, no, like,
oh my god,
I know, I'm like, I need to go, but if you guys have a disposable and you've ever had this, it's not a problem, but it's just, it has 27 photos, but then it's expensive to get it developed, so you really want to use up every single one and make it good, and I don't want to rush through the end.
It's so exciting too.
It is.
Oh my god, yay.
So
fun.
That's on that. So I'm glad we both got relaxed, and then you had just a very zen day. Danielle's like, I'm in zen mode.
I know. I just
it's good. You had a wellness week.
I really tried to reserve that because there's nothing worse than like after going to the spa or massage and you have to like jump right back into something. I really like to kind of ride it out because I don't get very relaxed like that often. So it was just really nice. And it snowed this morning, woke up, and we had talked, like we knew it was going to snow last night.
Everyone talked about it, yeah.
But I didn't know to what extent. I woke up, I like opened the door, and I'm like, it's like Winter Wonderland out there.
Yeah. On my balcony, I wasn't expecting that. I had like
so much.
Like a good amount. I should have gone out there with a ruler.
Oh yeah, how many inches?
It's already started melting though, which is always
Wait, yeah, what do you do? Do you just let it melt? Do you have a gutter in your
No, I don't have it. There's no nothing. People were saying like you should cover your furniture. Obviously, I'm aware of that.
You don't have any.
I don't have
the chairs, but
yeah, I could have covered those. I'm gonna figure that all out because I have a storage thing out there for the covers, but it's God, I'm a real adult now. I have to get like furniture covers. Like, what the hell? What happened to me?
Wire covers.
Wire covers. So with that being said, should we get into our favorite of the week?
I think so.
You think it's time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's yours?
Mine is something that you recommended to me. That I got as a gift, my Barefoot Dreams robe.
Oh.
It's magical.
The best. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Especially my heat's not really working in my apartment right now.
You mentioned this. I'm concerned for you.
I know.
Yeah.
It's gonna get fixed hopefully by Sunday. But so it's like constantly 65 degrees in my apartment, which I like a cold apartment. I really do. But, there's times when you're just really cold. And so I got this Barefoot Dreams blanket per Brooke's recommendation. I got it from our Secret Santa gift too. Really thankful. And I love it because, you just want that Barefoot Dreams blanket around you. But if you're walking around, then you look like a mummy or whatever. So it's nice to have it.
Well, you can't use your arms with the blanket.
It's not functional.
Restricted. We should get a blanket for here.
We should. Cozy
up.
Yeah. It's so awesome though. Like I love it. Like I'll get out the shower, I'll dry off, and then I'll put it on sometimes, and I'm just like so warm. Mm-hmm. Like I don't see myself using this much in the summer because it's pretty hot. Like it keeps you so warm, but I love it. It's like a hug at all times. I'm just so happy when I'm wearing it.
I agree. It's a great thing to have.
Great.
Mine has lost a little bit of its softness in the washing. But you have to wash it because, like, sometimes I do my makeup in it, or I get some,
Yeah, because you have a white one too.
Yeah,
mine's gray.
But I've had mine for nearly 2 years now. I really like it. Great, great robe. Because I got it when like last June. So I guess a minute now. No, not last June. Yeah, 2 Junes.
Because now that's so crazy. Oh my gosh, what's your favorite?
Mine's a book. I've been back on my reading grind because I needed to do that. And it's this book that's called Cultish by Amanda Montell. Okay. Fun fact about me. I got really deep into Scientology culture. You just got some coffee on your shirt, buddy.
That is such a normal day in my life.
Oh no.
I see it now.
Oh no.
This is just a fun fact about me is I spill everything everywhere. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh.
Oh, I don't care.
What can we do about it?
Oh,
it's just a little speck.
I'll like put my necklace on it.
No. Oh no, you're fine.
Sorry guys. That didn't do anything. Anyway, Scientology.
So Scientology. Now this is really interesting because it's one of the main headquarters for Scientology is in Florida and
Clearwater
by you.
Very close to me.
Crazy.
It is nuts.
It's massive. It looks like this big like hotel complex.
It looks like a convention center.
Yeah. And it's nice from the outside, at least. I've never been inside. And that isn't what drew me to like learn about. And when I say learn about it, I mean learn about like how messed up it is. And you know, if it's for you, it's for you. I'm not one to sit here and judge, but like there's a lot of like exposés and like documentaries about like, you know, how terrible it is. So Leah Remini Scientology, she did like this whole series on
I
it.
watched a couple of those episodes.
Oh my God.
So good.
Incredible. And then there's documentaries. I think it's called Going Clear is one on Netflix and stuff. Anyways. So it's the book's all about cults, like real life cults, and then it ties it to brands that use like cultish like language. So kind of like workout, like Soul Cycle, or yes, yeah, or like she did a lot about workout classes, but she made mention of like the like Glossiers of the world that are like like cult beauty brands or whatever, like they call themselves that.
Okay.
And I wouldn't equate obviously being in a cult to, using Glossier or going to Soul Cycle, and she says that too, but it's interesting. She's she studies language. So kind of cool. Learning about the language that's used and how it's very interesting. And then she kind of talked a little bit about like influencer culture and like some YouTubers that are more into like spirituality and stuff that kind of like have foraged almost like little cults of their own from their following. And it was just like crazy.
So interesting. It's fun to switch a little nonfiction in there.
It was. There was definitely some parts, don't get me wrong, that I was like, all right, this is a little dry, but then like, you get to the next section. She also talked about MLMs. Really interesting stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
It was a good read, I would say. And it made me feel smarter.
Like intelligent. Yeah, definitely.
So basically I'm better than everyone this week.
Brooke read this week. Did you? It's like, did you poop today? Did you read today?
That's like, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? Like it's do you know what that do you know what that is?
No.
Oh, if you watch like CBS or something at 10 p.m. they put on this announcement that's like, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
That is hilarious.
Oh, so it reminds you of that. Like,
so
Brooke read today, did you? Like
that's so funny.
You've never heard that? Maybe you haven't stayed up that. Maybe you didn't watch TV
that late watching CBS. That's on you.
Like any of the, like CBS, ABC. Like I'm just trying to think.
Maybe. Wait, CBS News?
Yeah.
Oh,
but they also have.
I thought CBS. I'm getting that confused with PBS.
Public broadcast. No, let me.
No, I mean, I
play
believe
the sound
you.
for you at some point.
Yeah,
they do like it's almost like Time and Temperature from TD Bank. Like it's like one of those.
I also don't know that.
Oh yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Time and Temperature.
When like you're watching Bachelor, and it's like Time and Temperature presented by TD Bank, and it like comes up on the screen. It will be like it's 8:22, and it's.
You mean like on the bottom of the screen?
No, it's like it's like a 5-second long like commercial.
Oh, I've never. Well,
please back me up on this, guys.
I know. I'm gonna need. I don't know. I can't give you what you need right
That's
now.
okay. I don't know if we had the same TV culture then growing up. Or even like, well, I guess they wouldn't put like it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are on like Nickelodeon because that's like a children's network. But
no, that's hilarious. I love that. I'll have to ask my parents about it.
They're like, you were a hard stop at like 8:30 like from the TV or something.
Yeah, no, I definitely there were a lot of TV rules. I don't remember there being times, but there's certain channels I can watch. My mom just isn't a big news watcher, so we didn't ever really have the news on.
Okay.
So maybe that's why.
Yeah, well, a lot of those channels like they have like the evening news, but then it goes into like reality shows or like whatever. You know what I'm saying?
True. And she also doesn't watch that.
Yeah.
The only she watches is Bachelor sometimes, so that's probably why. But I remember like on the Bachelor, it'd be like. Big news story at 11. You mean something like that? Yeah, that makes sense.
Like the local news interjects.
Yes, the like interject. This man was just like, "What are they doing?"
Oh, we're here. We're live, baby.
Hello.
So anyways,
you guys want to join?
Yeah. So that's our faves.
You needed
cults.
to know them. Cults.
I also learned a lot about other like niche cults. It was crazy, man. It was a
freaking bonkers.
Yeah, it's so like it's so interesting to learn about that stuff that maybe we didn't learn about in school, because like why are they, maybe you learn about some cults, but like a lot of it isn't really touched upon because like you don't really need to know about them. But I like learning about random like topics as I get older. It's
me too, definitely.
things that, like I have no connection to cults. I hope that I won't ever join one, you know.
Brooke's making her own cult
I'm
over
leading,
there.
Is Gals on the Go a cult? I mean, I'm kidding.
We'll have to ask the author. We'll have to write in.
I don't think it is. It's not intentional if it is, please.
Oh my gosh. All right, cool. So those are our favorites. And we're also doing our question of the week this week. So let's hit it. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. We'll add the sound effects one day. We're working on the technical stuff.
We are.
Yeah. Also, hope you guys liked the new intro. There's an intro on the video component. So, cute. Yeah. Cool. All right. So, question of the week is something that I thought would be good for this episode because it's, you know, confidence and girls and all that fun stuff. So, what is your favorite thing about yourself?
Oh, I found this interesting because I wasn't sure if you're going to go physical or non-physical. I'm going to go non-physical.
Me too. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to say my energy, my like that I am, and I'm not trying to like brag myself. This is a good thing, but I'm self-aware, and it's not for everybody. You know, some people are like, oh, she's annoying. Like it's a lot. But
no, I love this about you.
I think it's being like, you know, I don't want to say like I'm so positive because it's not even positive all the time.
No, you just always have energy. There's something for you to like get energy from. I swear, like no matter where we are, like you just have something to say in a good way. Like
I think that's where like my being extrovert, like, you know, because when I'm alone, I'm not necessarily always like that. And I could just be like, oh, I just want to like be alone right now. But when I'm somehow like I get around people and like the energy comes out.
Oh, definitely.
Sometimes it's harder than others. I don't even want to call it positive because I would describe myself as a positive person, but am I positive literally every single day of my life? Absolutely not. But I think that many of my friends and family would describe me as a generally positive person. So I don't really know how that goes. But anyways, I would say my energy.
Yeah, your energy. It's positive energy. It's just you have a lot of energy.
What's yours?
In a good way.
Were you going to say something similar?
No, because I wouldn't call myself the most positive person ever either. It's more of just like
I call you positive though. I feel like you could always like turn a situation, not in a toxic positivity way, but in a like.
Well, so I guess that's kind of what I'm gonna say about myself. Not positive, but my ability. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know what other word to use. See like the magic and everything. Like I feel like whenever I'm around people,
to see the good in everything.
Yeah, to see the good in everything. Because like whenever I'm around people and I'll say something like, "Wow, like you're so excited about this, so it's making me excited." Like I think I'm just excited about a lot of things, and it allows for other people to like think about it differently, or like something that might be shitty, I'll like think about it in a good way.
No, it's so
I'm
true.
really excited, and they're like, "Wow, like she's
literally
in a really
even
good
like
mood
the
about
snow
it."
yesterday.
Yeah, today.
Well, yeah, but you telling everyone about it last night.
And
everyone was like, "God, I hate the snow." Like, because all of us have like been in New York for a minute, or like we're born and raised in the Northeast, and you're like, "The snow, I can't wait," and we're all like, damn, you know, I'm actually kind of excited now too. Like, you know, like
we're all texting in the group chat about it this morning.
You
like,
got
guys,
everyone excited.
I don't know. And maybe it's because I moved to New York, and so like I have a lot of friends that have lived here for a while, so it's a lot of like New York related things. But I don't know. I think I just get really excited about everything. Like I'll be really excited to go do something, or really excited about game day, or I just get really excited about things.
I think it's a really, really good thing to have. That's a great trait.
Thanks. Look at us. We have energy. We have excitement. The double E's.
I know. I think that's why we
go so
coexist.
Well. Aries and Virgo.
It's a dynamic duo.
Dynamic duo. It's great. Oh my gosh, cool.
Well, with that being said, should we get into some of our topics?
The meat of the
and
episode.
Potatoes.
The meat and potatoes.
We consulted some people to get some topics for what we thought could be discussed, and we came up with like kind of 4 overwhelming things. And we're all going to share.
Story time.
So we're gonna start off with, I mean, and we're both going to talk about this, but obviously it's like, I don't want to be like, it's pressing in my life. But like, I mean, everyone's the weight.
The world wants to know.
The world wants to know. Kind of how I knew like about my boyfriend, but we could say in both of our relationships now, how we knew that it was real, I guess. Like, do you want to kind of, that's how I would phrase like how you knew it was real, green flags, things that you noticed early on that were good.
I think green flags is a good way to go about it. Like the things that you were like, wow, and every other relationship I've had in the past, or like people I've talked to in the past, like they didn't do any of this, and then this person's doing something different, or things that just stood out to us that made us realize, oh, I could be in a relationship with them.
I think that's more so what it is. Not like I had this moment in my head and it clicked, like, because honestly I didn't have that. I don't know about you, like I didn't have a moment that was like I didn't see it and then I did, like it was like it was just good all along, which I feel like is how it should be, right?
Definitely.
So a lot of people ask me green flags from the beginning. I made a little bit of a list because and there's more. There's gonna be more that come up. Like sometimes we'll be like hanging out and I'll be thinking of something. I'm like, damn, that's like really cool that you do that. And that I made a list a while ago, and I recommend everybody who's single to do this. Make a list of what you're looking for in a partner. Did you ever do that?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you had one.
Well, I guess I never wrote it down, but me and Caitlin always talk about it because there's this moment I gave her the list, and then I met Ryan, and it was like the list.
Whoa.
Yeah, did I never tell you that? We were in Miami on a rooftop pool. I will literally never forget it, and Caitlin and I always talk about it. It's so nuts. I described him before I knew him.
And people say manifestation isn't real, guys. Come on.
It's not a cult.
No, it's not. That's just a general idea. I had a list, and I revised mine a million times, and it definitely used to be more superficial, and then I like really revised it. But he has things that I didn't even know I wanted because definitely. So that makes it interesting too. Anyways, so green flags. For me, this is my first time really dating someone that's very like confident and secure in themselves in a way of like they don't have to put down others to make themselves feel good. Like he's like happy and content on his own path and like doesn't let his insecurities show through, I guess. Does that make sense? Especially for us, I feel like
no, it's really attractive. They don't feel like they have to like shit on other guys or whatever it may be. Like he's confident in who he is and like he does his thing.
Having the ability to like even talk about like somebody else's boyfriend and be like, oh, they're like, you know, that's definitely a great, like he's a great guy. Like that's a great,
you know, very important. Like if guys start to talk bad about other people in general, I'm so unattracted. Like,
oh yeah,
like watching like The Bachelorette when all the guys start doing drama, it's like, why? Like,
I agree.
Girls are different. Girls are a little different, but guys, it's like, why?
Yeah.
So it's nice when they don't. They don't.
No, I definitely agree.
I feel the same way.
I also feel like we're low drama people, so that like we are just like not
like
gonna
not.
do that.
Yeah, some couples I'll hear them like gossiping together. I'm like, okay, that's your like. I would never come and be like, Ryan, guess what? Like you'll never believe who did this. Like he would literally not care. He'd be like, so what? That's their life.
Yeah, totally. So that's interesting that you said that too. I mean, this is just like an obvious, and I think anybody that you date or like want to date seriously should be like very interested in you and like genuinely caring, which sounds so like, oh, they're interested. I mean, maybe it's just me. Like, I guess I never dated someone who cared so much. Like, I don't know how to put that in without just saying like, they like me, haha. But like, if they like you, they'll show you. And I was always told that, you know, if they like you, if they like you, you'll know. If they don't, you'll be confused. Like they will show you. Like
yes, you won't have to wake up in the morning and be like, does he like me? Because the worst is being confused.
Mm-hmm. So that was definitely good. And kind of on that note, if a lot of you guys maybe like dating in big cities and stuff like that, like in doing, because I know your dating experience was just a little different because it wasn't like date 1, date 2, date 3, like
it was so different. Yeah,
college town vibes. So like you guys were going on date nights and seeing each other.
Yeah, it was different.
So for me, it was very much so like, oh, we're going on like date 1, and then like date 2 we went to a comedy show, and then like date 3 we did dinner. Like it was like very like set dates in the beginning, and I liked that we were pretty much making the plan for the next date on the one that we were on, or talking about things that we wanted to do, and like he put it into action. And like I said, we talked about like that we both like fondue. He like made a reservation at a fondue restaurant. Like
so
very
cute.
thoughtful.
I forgot about that.
Making the plan. Yeah. And I do it back. Don't get me wrong. Like I think it has to go both ways. I don't expect to be like, you take care of everything. Like it really should be both ways. But that also made me feel very secure in it. Like it wasn't like we'll see if I text you tomorrow. Like it was very much so like, I like you. Like let's just keep this thing going. You know? It's
so relieving. Like you get home, you're like, are they gonna text me?
Yeah.
Like, let's just like we're at an age where it's like, let's just not do that anymore.
Yeah. And if you like each other, then you should, you know.
Definitely.
And I hate the people who should you all the time. Like I've dated a lot of people like that. That like, oh, we should do this. We should go to that place, or like one day maybe we could do that. But like, you know, it's never gonna actually happen.
Definitely.
So,
oh yes.
So dating like a doer is really nice. A doer. I put honest and upfront. I didn't have to like poke and pry for information. He actually was very upfront with information that I, you know, maybe about the past or about anything. Yeah. And it's not my business to talk about him and his life in terms of that stuff. But did you have that experience with Ryan too? Maybe. not about the past, but like just about if you had questions about things in his life, like he wasn't like I can't tell you, like he.
Oh yeah. If I asked him anything, I'm someone that like I don't like. You mean like. Well, like I never wanted to ask him about past relationships or anything at first when I first met him. Cause I was like, whatever. Again, like you said, it was different because we met in college, and like I in my head was like, what if he's like hung out with other girls that I know, like literally from college, which ended up actually really not being the case. So that was really nice.
Honestly, in the city and stuff, it could happen too, because mutual friends or whatever. Like that would be weird too. Like if you're like, oh my god, I didn't know you went on a date with like my someone that I know, someone. It's
just like different though in college. Like when we went to our first dinner date, like it wasn't like, so tell me about your last relationships, you know, like it's just so like we were a lot younger, you know, and now if I was single now and dating now, I would want to know about that. So I think it's a little different, but yes, never hiding it.
It's not even about just that. It's more so just about things
came to my mind.
Yeah, things in general, like you know, and it doesn't even have to be as dark as like deep dark secrets, but just the fact that I don't have to dig and like things just like, you know, if we're talking about something and something relevant comes up, like I'm presented with the information and I don't feel like anything is hidden, you know.
Definitely, that's so nice. You don't feel like you have to like pry and be like, wait, but what did you
or
mean?
Like, am I allowed to ask about this? Like I literally never feel that way. I never feel like I have to be
an open book.
Yeah, I think that's good.
That's right. Another green flag. Well, sorry, I'm interrupting because I have a list
please,
too.
This is good.
But when you're talking about,
you have a whole list?
I have a couple.
Oh, I didn't know. Let's go. Yeah.
Oh, well, mine are kind of more general just because Ryan and I've been dating for a while. Like, I can't remember necessarily like
exactly like things that you were like, this is really good. Yeah.
I mean, at first it was just always like him, like constantly kind of like you said, like planning things. It's like, oh wow, like they really do want to see me again.
Totally.
But about the phones, because you said phone, or I don't know, we're talking about it. When this is like really random and it allows me to like not have to worry about trust, like if they just like leave their phone laying, like when guys are like hiding their phones or like they're weird about that, or if like I don't know, never been a good vibe. So if you like just like see that they are very like open about their phone, I don't know, I really like that.
I like that too
for me. Like it's just sitting on the counter.
I would agree. If
or
they
like,
have to hide their phone,
put in my passcode, like
completely.
I like that a lot.
That is a really good.
There's nothing to hide, and that makes me not. You don't need to look. It's right there.
I've literally never felt the urge. No. Like people will be like, oh, like dude, no one's asked me now, but like people always make jokes about like going through someone's phone or whatever. I'm like, I've literally never felt the urge to do that. I've never felt like anything secretive or hidden or like, you know, it's also very new for us, but like we don't share location or anything because there's no need to. I personally, do you guys share location?
Yeah, I love it.
You guys have been dating for a long time.
Yeah, I remember the moment we did it. I don't even remember when it was. Maybe like a year in. Or something.
I also don't feel the need because I know where he is at all. Like
she knows where he is at all times.
At all times. But you do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
he fills you in. Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel well informed enough to realize that like he's not doing something that.
No, the reason we do it is like I'll be like, oh, he's almost here. Like, yeah, it's like for you.
No, I get it. I don't think there's anything. I'm not anti. I think like maybe at the right time. I've done it. I've literally done it with like people I've dated in the past, just because like it started out as friends maybe, and then like we already had our location shared, and then we already had it. And
oh wow,
yeah, and that's not good. Or some people do it on Snapchat, and then you have them on Snapchat. That's not good.
I think it's funny though, because I don't know about you, I can see like 20 of my girlfriends' locations like from college and stuff. But like sometimes like with certain people we just don't want to share. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, well I have some friends that they'll share it like just for the weekend and then they'll stop or whatever, and it's your own business and your own privacy, but I'm also not judging where you go, so I don't see why I'm not, you know. I do it for safety, honestly. I'm like, I want all these people to like, if I go,
yeah, true.
And I understand situationally like why in some cases maybe you would want to turn it off, but I just am a sharer. Like I'm not
oversharing is key.
Yeah, I've never really gone places that I'm like, ooh, I don't want people to know I'm here.
Me neither. I've had some friends that do that.
Yeah.
When it comes to like an ex-boyfriend or something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, her location's off. We know where she is.
100%.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, like no location found or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Whatever the one, like it's not loading.
Yeah.
It's off. People think they're sly. Like we know.
They are.
Anyway, sorry, your list.
No, and the other thing that, I mean, this isn't a green flag per se. It's not like something that I saw in him that was good, but just like something that I realized that was good from the start is that we have similar interests and we grew up very similarly. We both like the same music. I didn't know I could find someone that likes EDM the same way that I do.
I love that for you.
It's great. We both like video games. Like I'm not out here like playing video games all day long, but you know what I mean? Like we both like, I don't know, I just feel like we can appreciate similar things and grew up similarly, which I didn't think was something that I really wanted in someone. So that's not necessarily a green flag. And, you know, people could argue with me and say, you know, my boyfriend's a polar opposite, grew up on the opposite side of the world. I'm sure that's great. And I know many couples that it works for them. But for me, I'm really enjoying dating someone that I have similar interests to.
Yeah, definitely. And then you can like, there's just a lot of things that you relate to then from
that.
But exactly, doesn't have to be
it doesn't have to be. It just, for me, that was something that I was like, wow, this is like really nice and like cool because it creates more things for us to do, and it's fun like that. So those are green flags. I mean, I'll think of a list of more, but I think I hate to be like, when you know, but like I never had a flip of a switch moment where I was like, wow, I can really make this guy my boyfriend. Like, it was just like kind of like comfortable from the start in a good way, not in a way of like laziness comfortable, but like I was just like, I didn't have to put on a production. I didn't have to put on,
you didn't have to put on the Brooke show, lift up the energy. You can just be you. That's so nice.
And with me comes energy naturally, but
yeah, definitely.
That was enough about me. Now do you have any more?
Oh yeah, well now yours were really specific.
Sorry, I wasn't sure.
They're really good. No. I don't know. Like I wrote, you know, they support you no matter what, because like I've had experiences in the past where like they were like low key judgy of like social media, or like, you know, like they just like really support you and they're not like making fun of you, or they think what you like, you know, slighting what you do. I think that is
100%
never fun. So it's nice when they really support you. You can trust them. Something that I really love about my relationship with Ryan, and I'm sure you feel the same way about your boyfriend, like when you're not stressed about, you know, if they're out and you're not, and they're like, because like for Ryan, like, I mean, I'll be with him out, like he just doesn't go on his phone. Like he's not a big, I've talked about it on the podcast before. So when he goes out, like I'm so thankful that I feel so comfortable in a relationship where I'm not like, oh my God, like what bar is he at? Like who's he with? Like are there girls there? Like that's just such a green flag to have, is feeling very comfortable and trusting in them, because then it just provides for a better relationship too.
Yeah.
So that's
I definitely agree with that. Me. That's a really, really big one. And you could tell that, right, like honestly kind of from the start. Like you could just tell it in like the way that they, I mean, I guess you never really, I don't know.
You could tell like the first time you go out to bars with them, like are they like looking around the room, or are they like, hey you, like, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point. And you know also like what their lifestyle is, kind of like, are they people that are going out every night, or are they people that are like, you know, only want to go out with like who they're dating, or like do they go out with the boys every, you know, every weekend, both nights, and like rage till the break of dawn and like don't sleep, like then that's something to note. You know?
That is something to note.
And it's not good or bad, it's just like is that compatible with your lifestyle?
And I think the last thing is that they are independent and that they can like be happy like on their own. You know, they obviously love being around you and everything, but that they are fine with, you know, not being together every 5 seconds, and they're not like, because then it could go opposite. They could be like, where are you? Like, what are you doing? Or like, why aren't we hanging out tonight? Blah, blah, blah. It's very important and really healthy to have time apart. And so I think that's another green flag as well.
That's good. Yeah, we've been working. I mean, just because my boyfriend and I just had like a bender of a time. We did COVID together, and then we hung out for like a week straight. So we're not like regaining our independence, but like I'm getting in the, obviously this is my first real relationship. I'm getting in the rhythm of like, how am I going to be this independent person that I've been my whole life while doing this now? Like it really is a rhythm to get into. So I give you a lot of credit.
Oh no, but that was for me too. Like that's why when Ryan and I first started dating, I was like, oh no, I don't want to be in a relationship, because that was like perfect and the independence of it all. And then like you said, when you're on a bender, like let's say you spend a couple nights together or whatever it is, then it's like Monday and you're like, where are they? Like you definitely, you kind of have to snap yourself out of it. Not that it's a bad thing, but it's just important for you, you know, like just to keep your independence up and everything. And I think you guys are doing a great job. So it is hard after the weekends though, I always find.
Yeah, if that's like when you spend most of your time together, or if it's like, if you know, like, oh, I'm seeing them like one time this week, but only one, like, it's definitely
that one's still, that one's hard to figure out sometimes. So I think that's good on green flags.
Yeah, I think that if you know, and everyone's green flags are going to look a little bit different. But for me, it was just kind of like a feeling that I didn't have like the fight or flight feeling that I've had in every person that I've dated, where I'm like, this is so fleeting, this could go away tomorrow, blah, like, and it just like didn't feel that way, which was really nice. Yeah. So yay, love that.
On a complete opposite note, the icks.
We've talked about icks before.
We have talked about them before, but we can lightly touch on them.
Yeah.
I think the icks are so funny.
They're so funny. They are.
It's so crazy. And now like so many of my friends will use it in their vocabulary. Like, you know, oh, we were on a date, it was going so well, and then he did this and I got the ick and it was forever done. Isn't that just so crazy? I'm glad we have a word for it, because sometimes it's just like all of a sudden you get this vibe and you're like, ooh, icky, I don't want it.
I saw a TikTok and she was kidding, like, because people were like fighting with her in the comments. She was like, I just went on vacation with my boyfriend and saw him like take off his shoes and belt for security. Now I have to break up with him because I got the ick.
Oh my god, that's so no. Literally, when you're standing in line for security,
like a vulnerable state.
If you're so vulnerable.
How would you describe the ick? It's like the feeling you get when someone does something that you're like immediately turned off, and it can be the most random thing. It usually is the most random thing. It's not like, oh, we got into a fight and they were mean to me. It's like, no, like they
like random
have to tie their shoe and you look at them and you're like, oh, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a turn off, basically.
It's and sometimes though it's like you said, the littlest of things where it's not like a deal breaker, but you kind of have to get over it. You're like, that kind of just
like I'm gonna block that image out of my mind moving forward.
Definitely. Yeah. This is one of my favorite ones. Guys running with a backpack on. Like, especially in college too, like if they're like late for class and they're running, the backpack's like bouncing on their back. It's so funny. It's another vulnerable state where it's like their backpacks keeps hitting them and they're running. Yeah. I always think that's so
I ever said this one when they raise their hand to answer a question and the teacher's like, not quite. Have I ever said that?
Maybe, but that's really funny.
That's because it's whenever you're in a vulnerable state. This could go for girls too. Like I feel for anybody when that happens, and like they're like, no, anybody else? Like
yes, definitely. And they're like so proud. They're like, yeah, 1942, and they're like, no, not exactly. It's so long. Right? That one's really good. The other one I have, this one really cracks me up.
Are these new? Is this like a refreshed?
Yeah, these are. I couldn't find my old
2.0.
Yeah, I couldn't find my old list. So these are ones that I came up with today. If they're walking in one direction and then realize they're going the wrong way.
That happens to me in the city all the time.
That happened to me yesterday, and the guys also. So we both crossed paths again.
Really?
I was like, we can be icks together.
That's funny.
But it's so funny. It's like, how do you literally just have to pivot and just walk
the other
you're
way.
Just
like, you honestly need to make it like a smooth transition
like
at that point.
Step ball change.
Yeah. Ta-da.
It's so awkward. Or here's one. Guys like looking at their maps on their phone and they're like, I mean, I do the same exact thing, but
yeah,
this is our show, so we get to talk about our icks.
Yeah, it is. Everyone's gonna have such little ones. I know the ones we've said in the past have been like sauce on your face or whatever. Like
that's for everyone. I do not like the little reds.
No.
No.
I could get sick right now. Food in your teeth. I mean, like it could be any of those things.
What about like, I haven't planned this, so I'm just saying this off the fly.
Oh, you're just.
Well, what about like biggest turn off? So like we talked about icks.
Ooh,
like turn offs. Like for me, I do not like when a guy is rude to like a waiter.
Oh, that's horrible.
I feel like a lot of people agree, but that is like so. Like if they don't say thank you, I'm a big thank you person, so they need to be a big thank you 100%.
100%.
Yeah, it's gross.
I
kind of put you on the spot.
No,
so
you did put me on the spot because turn offs are definitely different than ick.
Yeah,
like
I was
anybody.
Just about it.
I'm sure my boyfriend's like, you've gotten the ick from you at times. You know what I mean? Because there's definitely times I've been in a vulnerable state.
Yeah.
There was the other day when we were getting ready for brunch and I was rushed and I was being a little bitchy. Like he probably was like, "This isn't her finest hour," you know, like.
This isn't her finest hour. It happens.
That's okay though. That's okay. Oh, I mean, I've gone on a million first dates where guys say that we could split it. And I know that everyone has their own hot takes on this, but I think on the first date, the guy should pay. I mean, and I know that this is like guy, girl, heterosexual relationships because that's what I'm speaking on my experience.
Yeah.
I don't know. That to me is an immediate.
Especially, and most of the times it is them planning it and them asking you out. So, like, I think that's usually how it goes. Like, they planned it, they asked you out. Unless for some reason you were like, will you please go on a date with me? Like, maybe you'd pay. I don't know. But, like, no one would actually do that. So.
Especially when typically the first date is relatively low cost. I'm not going to say that it's, like, inexpensive. But, like, if you're just going for drinks and having maybe 1 or 2 drinks each, like... hopefully that they picked a place in their price range that they, I don't know.
Yeah, they would have thought of that, hopefully.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, definitely. Wow, we both picked, like, restaurant
related things.
Etiquette things.
That would just always throw me off. I'd be like, whoa, hello. Yeah.
Hello, you.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, cool. I was just curious what your thoughts were on turnoffs. It just made me think about it because the icks and turnoffs are definitely very different.
Yeah, definitely. Ick is like a passing thought almost. I mean, it could for some people it could be like that deep, but
typically it's just or sometimes like
when they think they lost their wallet or something and then they're doing
oh my Or like, oh my God, it's hard. Like,
All right, my phone. Did I leave my phone at the table? Like,
oh my God, that's actually a really good one.
Yeah.
Or like, now they're on video, I could show it. My dad does this all the time. So if they're sitting, they're about to pay at dinner, and they'll like grab their wallet, and they're like,
I hate that. I hate that.
And it's like, oh, finally, I dug out my wallet from my. It's always
like,
this
was
like
it literally in your butthole? Like,
know.
where was it?
It's like
where
in the
was
depths.
it?
Like,
In
why?
the depths.
Like I don't know. So you've seen this too?
Yes.
It's always like, oh, yep,
It definitely is.
the wallet. Like,
Yeah,
are you itching
yeah.
your butt while you're
It's
at
your
it?
time to pay. It's like,
I know. It's like a grand.
like a bull.
It's like the grand gesture. I'm like, all right. Big ick.
Wow, that's very funny.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's very funny. Okay, well, we can move on to our next category.
Pivot to a more serious note about confidence and body image.
Yeah.
I loved your Instagram that you did the other day.
Thank you. I'll read the caption aloud.
Yeah,
so
do it.
For our
for all to hear.
for our listeners. But so basically, I had this moment where I was going through. I wanted to post an Instagram of the year, like just in general, and then I started going back through my pictures of the year, and I found some in the archives that I had never posted. I think a lot of us do this. You know, you might have old pictures you've never posted because. This was the caption. Anyone else do this thing where you take a photo and convince yourself it's so terrible, then months later you look back on it and realize it's actually great? Here lies a dump of those photos from 2021, and I vow to be kinder to myself this year because damn, I am my own worst critic.
Aww.
Yeah.
That was so sweet.
And I think a lot of us like struggle with that. I didn't even intend for it to get so deep, but a lot of people resonated with the message. They're like, damn, like I want to go back through my pictures now too. I think we both do this.
Yeah, we definitely. Some of those, I was like, oh, I took those. I'm
Yeah.
glad she likes them now. Because like, I'll like take photos of her, vice versa, and we'll be like, oh, I hate that, and then the photographer thinks they look great, vice versa. It's tough.
It is. And some of these I'm like, damn, I can't believe I ever thought this was a bad picture. I do this all the time with photos from college. I like remember things so different than they actually were. I'll be like, oh, I remember like that outfit that I wore. I didn't look good. And then I'll see a picture of myself from the day and be like, damn, I actually look pretty decent, you know?
Definitely.
Like you always remember it differently than it actually was. So I wrote down some advice, and it's not just about the photos. It's really about the confidence of it all too. Because no one's looking as deeply as you are. I think in all of these photos, it was different things that I could, you know, say why I didn't post it. I could say that it was because of the way that the shirt was laying and how it made my stomach look, or because I didn't like the way my arm was, or like it's literally the stupidest reasons. But I feel like we have tendencies to hyperfixate on things when it's you know, like you're
definitely
looking and zooming in. No one else is doing that. Like I can promise you that. Unfortunately, no one cares that much.
Yeah, no one's looking at how your shirt's falling on your body.
And people know how you look if they know you in real life, or they could look at your other photos. So to have one photo where, and it's your own perception. I'm sure you look great. It's just so crazy how we are able to like manipulate things in our mind so much to be like, I look like that right now. Like that's so crazy. And then you look back and you're like, damn, I look good.
The mind is so powerful.
Yeah, in last week's episode.
Yes.
It's a scary thing. I wrote down that on the bad days, I would recommend to just take the photo and don't look. And like if you, because this happen all the time. We're like, I don't want to go, whatever. Like I don't want to take a picture. And it's like, just take it. Be happy that you took it. And even if it's just for the memories, if you're not into social media the way that Danielle and I are, I would still say if it's a group photo with your friends, take the damn photo, because you're gonna be, you know, so pissed if you don't. And don't look at it if you're like pressed about how you look. Don't look at it for a week. Don't look at it for 2 weeks, 2 months, whatever it is.
I do that a lot, but sometimes within the same day. Like you'll take pictures of me and then you'll be like, make sure you like them, and I'm like, I'm gonna look at them later, because sometimes in that moment, I don't know, you could be like, because in that moment you are in that moment, so you could like potentially change it. But if you go and look later, you're like, okay, well it already happened, and actually it's not that bad. I actually think I look good. But sometimes it's just easier to just not look at it right away. So I definitely agree.
Yeah, I think that I would suggest going easier on yourself by not doing the deep dive in the moment. And then,
me, babe.
literally. So look back at it later. I mean, if you don't want to take a picture, you don't have to take a picture.
No.
But I'm just saying, if like you're out with your girlfriends or any friends, it doesn't have. I'm just picturing like me and my friends at brunch, and I'm like having a bad body image day or something, and I'm like, I don't want to get in the picture. Get it? Like you're gonna be so like. We'll do it later, you know.
And this might. No, it doesn't go against what we're saying, but knowing what you like, especially when it comes to group photos, there have been some group photos that I just like didn't love of myself, But if you like, maybe there's a certain side you like, honestly. Or
Yeah.
like we talk about it, like
poses.
I now know something really flattering. I like to, instead of having my arm like stuck to my body, I like to, I know you do too, like a little,
the pop.
Like a little pop with your arm, so there's some space between, and like it changes my photos for me, and that's just one thing. So I think literally just look in the mirror and like what makes you feel good.
Literally, I don't really do photos posed from the side because my stomach is like my area of insecurity. So I'm like, I'm not gonna pose from the side because that's legit exactly where I'm insecure about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus
so
I know now, like you learn that. Yeah.
So if you're taking a group photo with your friends and
I'm not going to be on the end so that I'm like leaned to the side. You know what I mean?
I want to be like, guys, I just don't want to be on the end. And like, if someone has a problem, then they have a problem, whatever. But like, I think it's just so important to do what's best for you. Mm-hmm. And if it just makes you feel a little bit better, or if you weren't going to take a picture at all, at least you got the photo now.
Yeah. And it obviously body confidence is bigger than just photos, but I think it was like relevant in the particular sense of photos too. Yeah, definitely. I mean, we could also go into like what's Instagrammable versus what's not. That's like a whole nother conversation. You know, like when you take a picture and you're like, oh, it's like good, but like it's not good enough for my Instagram. It's like, if you like it, just post the damn photo. Like we need to just be posting what makes us happy at this point.
Casual.
Yeah,
definitely. No, I know it's.
I always do that where I'll be like, oh, if it was like a little bit more of this, I would post it or whatever. It's like, I'm not going to sit here and like do that.
Yeah.
And do the whole deep dive.
And like, that's who you are. Like at the end of the day, I'm struggling with the body confidence of it all. Not like, I mean, we're in the winter time, so it's so nice. We just bundle up. Oh, but I was telling you, Ryan and I really want to like go somewhere warm for Valentine's Day. And that probably means bathing suits. And like, well, today when I was at the ancient baths, you have to wear your bathing suits. It was very dim lit and stuff, but I can't lie. I was not feeling hot. I wasn't feeling great about myself. And so I'm like in my head, like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be in a bathing suit soon. And like, I could like go work out and do whatever, but like this is my body. So I'm really trying to practice that self-love and just feel really good in it, because like I am proud of who I am and everything, but it's hard.
Oh, totally.
Especially during the winter, I feel like.
Totally. I think that we're all probably a little pale, you know.
Yeah.
We definitely are a little bit right now. I'm like ghostly right now.
I know, me too.
And something about the summer, like I'm so much more confident in the summer.
Same. And it's so nuts. Like if I just get a spray tan, I literally just instantly feel so much better about myself. And I'm like, wow, that's so crazy. But something about the summer in general, like
you glow differently.
I feel so much better in a bathing suit in the summer. And I probably weigh the same, you know, which is so crazy. So I don't know. But then for me, so hate on me all you want. Like I feel better when I get a spray tan. So I get spray tans a good amount. And it boosts my confidence and I feel good. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm transparent about it. I'm not like, this is my, I don't know.
I think that I think that that's fine. Like those little hacks for however you feel more confident and love yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
But it is important. Like I said, I am working on that self-love of like, I need to get to a point where like, I'm going to start doing like, just like looking in the mirror, like right before I get in the shower or something and being like, this is my body.
Yeah. My shower now is, this is so random, but I have a window in my shower, so I get in a lot of natural light when I shower in the daytime. I've like never seen my naked body in that much like direct lighting.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Me neither.
It is crazy how much I'm forced to like, and I guess I've looked at myself in the mirror naked and stuff. Honestly, that helped a lot with confidence. I'm going to say it. Like I could go down a whole deep dive on my body too and be like really insecure about it. Like honestly, living alone definitely helps with that, because I'm not going to walk around my apartment
free
naked.
To walk around.
Yeah. But that has helped me a lot in terms of that sort of stuff, because I really don't think about it. Like, I mean, I'm not like free just living my life naked, but I'm really way more secure in my naked body these days. Anyways, that's a whole nother like thing.
Yeah. And just focusing, like when you do look in the mirror, like focusing on what you do love about yourself.
Yes.
And looking at everything though, but mainly
100%.
I need to do that.
And when you're like alone with yourself, like it's just being like less critical instead of being like, ooh, there's a stretch mark, there's that. Like I can be like, ooh, like my legs look long from this angle. Like literally just focusing on like what, and like, oh, I feel really strong today. Like focusing on, or even non-physical things, just being like, I did something nice I don't know.
Like my energy's good. God. Like I'm making people happy.
I'm having a good day.
And it's so crazy how much it shows. Like I'll even see it in other people. So I hope it happens for me too. Like if someone walks in the room and they're in a good mood, they just look so attractive.
Yeah.
Because they're just so happier. Like I've always talked about this. When you love yourself truly and when you're so confident, like you're so much more attractive to other people just because it's like exuding outside of you. So I think there's different ways to go about it, but
and how much your confidence just impacts everything. We have a friend who we were talking to about another friend yesterday.
Yeah.
And Danielle and I perceive this person to be like
goddess.
Incredible. Like she radiates beauty inside and out. Truly one of those people that when I first met her, I was like, this person just has her life together. Like one of those people that you're just like, she's got it going
like
on.
I want to be here. Literally.
Yes. Like someone that you look up to, truly.
Yeah.
And we came to find out yesterday that she's like one of the most insecure people and struggles on so many different levels with confidence.
Both of Brooke and I's jaws dropped. We were so shook by this. We kept asking questions like, no, you mean this person? You're talking about this person.
We were like, how is that even possible? And
but it's self-perception.
She struggles with it, like in terms of everything, like posting photos, dating, what, like confidence in really all areas. And it's like, honestly, if this person walked up to any guy in a bar, I guarantee you like their jaws would drop because she's like incredibly beautiful, like I said, inside and out. So it just goes to show how confidence really, Audrey Peters always says this, that confidence it literally isn't how you look, like at all. Like, you know, it's truly just the energy that you bring and like how you go about it.
Definitely. I'm inspired. I need to go home and like look in the mirror again.
Like a nice naked mirror look.
I know. I'm like, I'm not looking forward to that, but it'll be good.
You say that now, but honestly, I think it's going to be a lot better. Honestly, sometimes this is another hot take about being naked. I feel like I look better naked sometimes than I do in clothes. Do you ever have those moments? Or no, maybe not.
No, that's awesome though. I'll try to get to that point.
I don't know. Maybe it's just like where I carry my weight and stuff. Like I just like had like sometimes clothes, like I'm like, ooh, they accentuate things that I don't want to be accentuated. But then like naked, just the way my body like is I don't know how to describe that. No. Not that I want to walk around naked, but I'm like, ooh, I feel good. And then I'll put on clothes and be like,
that's
ooh,
good.
Like,
that's so good.
Yeah.
I'll try that later. I don't know.
Okay. I don't know.
I'll report back next week.
Not a lot of time to be alone with myself. No, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we just deep dove into a bunch of different topics.
I know. I love Girl Talk episodes.
Me too.
And I'm glad that you guys like them too, because Brooke and I love them.
Yeah. I hope everyone's inspired to be a little bit more confident and
nice to themselves.
Kind to yourself. Yeah. Be kind to yourself. Post the photo dump of the photos that I know they're sitting in your phone and you're probably like, oh, I don't love this photo 100%. I don't care. I want to see it. Tag us.
Yes. Tag us in your pics. Yeah. Everyone go post a dump. Of like
a dump
go post
of last year or whatever it may be,
just pictures that you've been loving and tag us, be like inspired by Gals on the Go to post photos that I've been wanting to post, like archive. I love when people will post like from the archives. I love dumps.
Show me
like
your
that.
summer pics from like last summer.
Yes, you know? It's never too late.
Oh, I love a good vibe, like photo set like that.
Definitely
the best.
Can't wait for summer already.
Me too. I'm like, I want to go on a tropical vacation right now.
I know.
I'm this close.
Well, we love you guys so much. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, the video component, we're working on it every week, we got new cameras this week. Added the intro. We're adding a third camera again next. I mean, we're trying things out.
And if you guys are watching on YouTube, be sure to give a thumbs up, subscribe, and tag us at Gals on the Go podcast. If you guys are watching on your screens right now.
Yes, hello. We love the stories. Like seeing y'all's stories on Instagram, so fun for us. So fun. Thank you so much. And yeah, I guess we'll talk to you guys next Wednesday.
Yeah. See you guys next Wednesday. Bye.